Doctor of Metaphysics and Divinity, as well as practicing Chinese medicine physician. All right. Today's expression or presentation is on embodied balancing. All right. So when you think of balance, what comes to mind?
Balancing on one foot.
Okay.
Scale.
Scale.
Being stable.
Being stable.
Okay, stable. That's it.
Center. Emotionally grounded. Okay. Stable. And all of these are different expressions of balance, or different ways of finding balance for us. They're also cues to our imbalances. So, because they're cues to our imbalance, it's also telling us when we're out of balance or certain things that we may need. And so today's presentation is about bringing awareness to actions that can be taken, all right, when you find yourself out of balance. And I dare to say this, most of us have no clue what balance actually feels like, all right, because we're living in compensation, meaning we've all fell down before, right? We've all tripped, we've all bumped into something, we've all had depth perception moments where we're trying to grab something and we miss it, or we've had where we fumble with stuff. We're like, man, I thought I had it and I had to fumble with it. These are all signs of imbalance, all right? That our will helps us to compensate to be able to achieve whatever task it is that we have at hand, all right? So, the first thing I want to do is have us feel where we are, all right? Because knowing where we are can help us to get to where we need to be with these practices. We get to feel the sensations of imbalance, all right? So, first thing, I just want you to put your, anything you're holding down, all right? Now, I gave you guys a water, because we're going to be utilizing that. My process of balance is awareness, oftentimes accompanied with action, breath, positioning, movement, and hydration. All right? And this works on all those layers: physical, emotional, mental, perceptual, all these different arenas, spiritual, exactly. It works on all of these areas when we find ourselves gripping, holding, resisting, fighting. All right? Our breath. Have you ever seen anyone walk around not breathing? At all? Not breathing? At all? You can only do it for a certain period of time, right? Then it's essential. All right? Now, my theory is this. Because we need breath to live, it is the anchoring system to everything within living. Okay? So, the first act within anything that we're doing is to breathe. Alright? So first, before we start, before you breathe, keep breathing, I just want you to take a deep breath in and hold it for a moment. Unclasp your hands. And then exhale. Now just feel where you are. Feel your feet. Feel your knees, your calves, your thighs, your hips, your torso, your shoulders. Don't make any adjustments. Just feel where you are. Alright? Feel where your head is in space. Is it forward? Is it up? Is it to the back? Is it leaning? Is it tension in the neck, the jaw? Just feel. No adjustments. Just feel where you are. Alright? Now I just want you to just sway lightly one side to the next. And just see what you feel. And in that awareness, can you identify what you're feeling? Alright, stop. Tell me, what do you feel?
I feel like I'm like right in between my eyes, and I feel like I'm just heavy up here.
Heavy in the
I
chest.
feel a little heavy in my calves.
Heavy in the calves. Okay. What are you feeling?
tingling in my hands.
Tingling in the hands. Okay. What are you feeling? Anna? There's no wrong answer, all right? Sometimes it takes us a moment. The key is to bring us into awareness, not judgment, okay? So what are you feeling like?
Just a little tired.
A little tiredness, you're feeling the weariness of life.
Weariness of the couple of weeks.
I feel tightness here and tingling.
Tightness in the chest, tingling in the hands. Heavy sensation, okay? Feel calm, all right? Blissful on the cloud, floating. You feel it?
I'm just chewing, so I'm just feeling a sense of contentment.
All right, very good. Now I want us to just kind of bounce, shake ourselves up. Take a deep breath in and hold that breath. Exhale hard. 2 more times. Breathing in, hold that breath. Exhale hard. 1 more. Breathing in, hold it. Exhale hard. Stop. What are you feeling now?
Tingling.
Tingling sensation?
Vibration.
All right, vibration. Now this is your chi, your life force, your energy. This is your expansive force that is you, that is a part of you. All we did was shake it up for a second, all right? Now you're feeling this tingling sensation, all right? Heaviness is not gone yet, all right? But it's softened. You know, tension in the chest, it's not gone yet, but it's softened. And that's just with breathing and a light little shake, okay? So, in this, one of the things that when we're coming into awareness of where we are is understanding what we're working with. And so far, now we recognize we're working with our breath and feeling that energy, that life force move through us just by creating a little movement and breath, right? So now oftentimes within us, we don't even realize our imbalance, okay? So before we go in, I'm going to give this as a BioPoint energy balance, all right, that I do, that helps bring you back into the direction of your will. And for this union or communion that we're doing, it helps unite us in that same energy, okay? So you guys willing to do that?
Yes.
Okay? So the first thing I want to do, because you've already felt breath, you've already felt a little movement, now let's direct it to opening ourselves up and allowing ourselves to come into the balance of our will. Now, first I want to ask, have any of you seen Men in Black?
Yes.
All right, do you remember Edgar? You know, the guy that was like, sugar, sugar, the little roach dude that put on the Edgar suit?
Yes.
All right. Now, if this roach alien dude comes, he puts on the skin of a human, all right? And in order to ground himself to morph into that suit, he needed sugar, all right? Now, funny enough, in our society, we're all hungry for sugar, right? And in Chinese medicine, that need for sweet consumption is often our desire to be grounded. All right? And obviously they use that in a way that distorts how our body finds that ground. Okay? So, in this, my point of bringing that up wasn't the sugar part, but was about him trying to morph into himself. When we have traumas, challenges, difficulties, bumping into things, something hitting us, all of these things shifts our energy, all right? It either shifts it, we'll find ourselves like falling backwards sometimes. Let's do the pendulum, all right? Stand and just kind of allow yourself to sway. Don't control it, just start it. Allow yourself to sway. And I want you to say, yes, 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 yes. All right. Did any of you feel like you were kind of falling back on that yes? No? Keep going. Don't control the sway. Allow the pendulum to swing. See where you fall. Alright, stop. I'm noticing most of you are falling back. Alright? Now, that's the sign of our energy being switched. Alright? Our energy can be switched or shifted. Alright? Now, oftentimes some of us might feel ourselves kind of leaning one side or the next. Some of us might feel ourselves falling forward. Alright? If we're saying yes and falling forward, we're usually in the direction of our will, our flow, our energy. Alright?
That's
So,
what I felt. I felt I was more falling forward.
okay, that's perfect. Exactly. So the idea is we want to keep that and solidify that within ourselves. Alright? Now, this biopoint balancing, energy balancing, is about bringing you back into the direction of your will. Alright? Now, most of us are living life purely on our will. Alright? Sometimes we're working, we feel like we're moving uphill. Alright? We're wading through mud for the simplest of things. Alright? And so this is just to help bring you back into the light direction of your will. Let me know how you feel after. Okay? First, we're going to put 2 fingers on our navel. We're going to keep it on our navel. Alright, this is our source point. Alright, first state of nourishment, first aspect into reality, connecting our conception to life. Alright, so we're going to keep our 2 fingers on this point for the first 3 things we do. Okay, now the first thing we do, we're going to find the tender spot, usually at this third intercostal space, straddling the sternum. You're going to feel like a little tenderness. Okay? All right, whichever is the most tender, come down. Right here. Right here. Yep. Right there. Sorry. I want you to feel it. All right. Now, those 2 points, I want you to 2 fingers, index and thumb, on those points, and I want you to make them hurt. Rub it. All right? But with that, you're going to exhale an exaggerated exhale. We're unlocking ourselves. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Again. One more. Keeping the fingers on the navel. Stop at the top. Shake that hand out. All right. Now, we're going to go to our philtrum at the top and the bottom, and we're going to press and rub our gums. Okay? Top and bottom. Okay? Now, you're going to 3 exaggerated exhales. Exhale. Come on, let it out. One more. Shake that out. Alright?
Never told me there was going to be pain.
Well, unfortunately, we have to move through the pain to get to the peace.
No pain, no gain.
Alright? Now keep those fingers on the navel. Don't undo it. You know where your coccyx bone is? Alright? You're going to go down into your butt crack, press up. You're going to feel a light little surge. Alright? That's your coccyx area, between your coccyx and your sacrum. Alright? You're going to rub that. 3 exaggerated breaths. One more. Very good. Both hands. Shake them off. Alright. Now take a deep breath and hold your breath. Exhale. Now we're going to separate ourselves, our right and left brain. Alright? Our right and left halves. So we're going to go in 3 parts, our front, middle, and back with an exhale. So front, breathe in. Middle. Back. Shake it. Again, front. Middle. Back. One more. Front, middle. Pull it apart. Shake it out. Now take a deep breath and hold it. I am whole. I am one. I am me. I am love. Exhale. Breathe in again. Hold it. I am whole. I am one. Exhale. All right. Now we're going to reconnect. Okay, so we're going to take our hands in alternation, 1, 2, 3, and shake. However, I want you to exhale on each tap of the knee. All right, stay in alternation 3 times. All right, then shake. Breathing in. Shake. All right, let's try again. Breathe in. Alternate. All right, stay with me. Breathing in. Shake. Again. Come on. Shake. One more. Shake. All right. Now take a deep breath in and hold it. Exhale slowly. Now, before we seal this, I want you to kind of just take note. Take note of where you are. All right, and let's seal this in. We're going to seal this in by pulling down on our lobe, pulling out on the helix, pulling up on the apex. All right, just pinch it or squeeze and pull with an exhale. Breathing in. 2 more times. One more time. Shake it out. Take a deep breath and hold that breath. Exhale. Now, that water I gave you, I want you to hold it in your mouth. Don't swallow. Feel? Alright. Now tell me, what do you notice? Each one. Tell me, what do you notice? Then you move around a little.
I'm super buzzy.
Hold water in your mouth again.
I felt lightheaded in one of the sets, and this, I don't feel lightheaded. It feels clear.
If you feel lightheaded, if you feel overly stimulated, i.e. tingly and just a little disoriented, hold water again in your mouth for about 30 seconds. Okay? Now, the purpose, actually before I go there, how are you feeling?
I feel like the tension I had here, I feel a little bit more solid overall.
Solid? Okay. What do you notice?
I've had a really crazy busy week, and I'm feeling like I'm finally.
Releasing, letting go. Very good.
Feels brighter.
Brighter. All right. Awareness is opening up.
More grounded, balanced.
More grounded, more balanced. All right.
Yeah, just light.
Lighter.
Light.
Okay, very good.
Busy week.
Energy.
Feel energy. All right. Feel open. Feel grounded. Okay.
Expansive.
Expanded. Okay, very good. Feel good. All right. Beautiful. Good is good.
One activity of separating the brains felt
Uh-huh.
really good, actually.
Yeah. The idea is the bioactivations that we utilize, all right, are kidney for grounding. All right, opening up our ren and our yu in the upper and lower calves, separating ourselves, all right, through the action, and then reconnecting ourselves through this action, and then sealing that path, all right, so that we're settled, grounded, and whole in the direction of our will. All right, remember earlier, feeling tightness and heaviness has shifted now to lightness, calmness, and a little more self-control. All right, this is just one of many energy balancing techniques that one can do. It's especially good, this particular one, if you have vertigo. Do this, all right? It'll bring you back. If you're feeling dizzy, disoriented, it'll bring you back into balance. If you ever walking downstairs and you miss a step and it kind of causes that little in your body, this is really good for bringing you back and getting that circulation flowing back into flow. All right? Yes.
When I do meditative stuff, I tend to close my eyes all the time. So, is it a difference with your eyes open or closed?
It is a difference with your eyes open or closed. However, closed is good because it allows you to go within, all right, and not be distracted by what's externally. I always say do both, all right, because balance is duality. It is both aspects of us. Our need to go within, for some of us, is natural, and so that we can order ourselves, order our will to move. But when we open up, we're out of balance still because our senses, our proprioceptive senses, are pulling in so many other ways. So to orient ourselves on both layers and both levels is do it with eyes wide open. Eyes wide open. Also, to allow your proprioceptive self to become oriented. Because when we, like we were discussing earlier in terms of the world and staying in fear, when we go in, especially when we're trying to order the fears that we feel from externally, what ends up happening is we're ordering those fears, but they become our hold. All right, we tend to hold them and we're just putting them into order for ourselves. And the idea is about releasing the fear and stepping through and past the fear. And so it is about opening up, seeing it clearly. All right, that's why with the actual circulation, you see everything gets brighter. Okay. Now, as I said, that's just one of many. We're going to do one more basic balancing for the body, just to allow for you to find where that balance is. So, anyone having back pain, knee pain? Yeah?
Back here.
Back hip, knee? Okay. Now, this balancing helps because feeling back pain, knee pain, shoulder pain, any joint pain in our normal day-to-day functioning is a sign, one, that our ilium is shifting. All right, physically, it's shifting. It's just part of the nature of keeping us fluid in movement. Our ilium is either like this, 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 or this. All these different variables within this ilium. And a very slightest shift in that physical aspect of our structure, much like when we pull, you see these lines that are created? These lines, all right, are deferring pain to certain areas, all right, which is also causing for our physical structure a lot of meniscus issues, a lot of ACL or collateral ligament issues in our knees or ankles, all right, and it also causes shifts within our scapula, all right, that causes our muscles to hold in specific ways. A lot of us hold our tension in our neck, on our hips, all right? And so these areas, because we're naturally, when you're having a rough, busy week, you're bracing for it and going through. When you're working with people constantly, either as a nurse or a practitioner where you're helping them, you're bending over often, you then feel your back, or if you're doing farming. You might feel like if you're walking upstairs or whatever, you're feeling a sharp pain simply because of the shifts in your physical alignment. All right, so one of the things that is really good to do is find out if you're out. All right, find out structurally. We can all put ourselves in an anterior balance that allows us to function and feel a little better, rather than just simply thinking that where the pain is must be the problem. All right? Now, where the pain is often signals that there is a problem, but it's not necessarily the source of the problem.
I did honeybee removal yesterday under a crawl space of a house. And when I came out from that cross, I was under there for probably like 2.5 to 3 hours, right? When I came out, my lower back and my hips, and I still feel a slight pain in my hips. It's still painful. And I mean,
So let's help with
it was like loose soil. And so
you were
underneath
stuck in
under
an
there,
uneven
under
for
there,
a period of time.
yeah.
And so that is how our body sees it. That's also a sign of dehydration. Just as an FYI. Oftentimes, most of the time we have a muscle hold, all right? Think of it as a machine in gears. A gear that is fighting to move builds up heat. That heat is tantamount to constriction within our body. Inside of our body, that hold and that constriction draws acidity to it. All right, now this acidity might be just from the wearing and tearing and causing our platelets to go there to try to help to repair. All right, it's sending our red blood cells there to kind of calm and cool so that we don't have that swelling. All right, but what's missing? Oxygen and water, hydration. All right, so.
And I'm right, in that whole time, I had water earlier in the day, and I didn't have any water again, any hydration until after I got on.
And it takes, I mean, this is life. We're going to have these moments, and what you're learning right now is just little simple tools that help bring you back so that you can continue. All right? They're not cures, all right? But they are tools that help when done, especially 3 or more times throughout a day. All right? And when you get in the habit of holding that water before swallowing, just holding it in your mouth, like for you while you're in the crawl space, just holding some water in your mouth while you're doing whatever, you know, that for an extended period of time helps the body to stay calm long enough and nourished long enough so that it doesn't hold and seize.
If it's practical.
If it's practical.
Because I'm in a suit, so I ain't trying to open it.
If it's practical, if it's not,
Yeah.
you know, we do what we can, and then we solve. You know, I believe in work from where you are, not, you know, you can still work in prevention from where you are, okay? Rather than just simply reacting to every little thing, all right? But no, these signs are just signals. This is just one of many tools. So put your hands on your ilium, on the top, all right? Take a deep breath in. Exhale. All right, now, from this thenar eminence on top of there, I want you to just come across. All right? Now, some of us, you'll notice, one is higher than the next. All right? That is higher than that. I know you feel them hidden, but I can see that this side is higher than that. Okay? Now, for the side that's highest, all right, I want you to put the opposite hand at the back of the head. Okay? For the side that's highest, I want you to keep the heels where it is and turn the toes inward.
Wait, I'm confused.
Highest.
Okay, the side that was highest, which for you was here.
Really?
Yeah? Turn the toes in. Alright, put the opposite hand and push that hip to me.
Just a little bit like,
As far as you can.
As far as you can.
All right. This one's high.
Right, so I
Alright.
go this way?
No, no.
Oh, go the other way. And then do this. Go this
This
way.
here.
Oh.
This here. Right. And then we'll turn this here. And then we'll turn it. You can shake it out. Shake it. Move your feet. All right. Now. This side. This side, just turn in that way. Okay? Not forward, just in. Okay? Now, this here. Actually turn, face me. This way. Pull by. Okay? Now turn that foot in. And then bring this in. This way. No. Keep that foot down. Keep the foot stable. All right. So you're basically, if I turn this foot in, my opposite hip is turning forward so that I'm straight in front. Okay. Now put your hand out for the foot that's turned in front of you. You're gonna put this hand on your forehead. All right. Notice how your elbow is right in front of your nose. Okay. You're going to lean forward with an exhale. You're going to just lean forward. It can be short, like that, or it can be long. Go with what feels good to you. Exhale. All right. Now, following to the direction of the same side that the arm is up, exhale and go to the side. Okay. Keep your feet stable. Do not lift your feet up. Now, you're going to push to stand. This hand on the back, pushing your hip forward as you're coming up. Exhaling. Take a deep breath here. Looking up, exhaling. Feel that slight push here. Now, you're going to follow your elbow. Exhale, go towards your elbow, go forward. And then breathe in. Exhale, bring it back to the front center. Breathing in. Now push up, coming standing up, pushing your hips forward. Hips forward. Keep your hand on the forehead. Looking up. Okay, bring your arms down. And then just slightly shake your hips. Just let them shake. There you go. Take a deep breath. Exhale. Alright, now I want you to march. High knee, not body to knee, but knee to body. Knee to body, knee to body, knee to body. Shake. One more time. Knee to body, knee to body, knee to body, shake. Okay, very good. You're going to repeat the same thing opposite side. So if you started on your right, now you go with your left. So my left foot turns in. Okay, my right hand pushes the hip forward. My left hand goes in front of me. The leg that's turned in is the arm that's going out. Okay, put that hand on the forehead. Make sure your elbow is in front of your nose. Exhale forward. Breathe in. Exhale with the movement to the side. Breathe in. Keep your feet grounded. Exhale up. Breathe in. Exhale, look up. Breathe here again, just stay here, breathe in. Nice exhale. Feel it release. Now, follow your elbow back. Exhale down. Breathe in. Exhale front center. Breathe in. Exhale up. Push the hips forward. Exhale, look up. Drop that hand. Like a little shake. Exhale. Exhale. Again. Now we're going to do knee to body. All right? Not body to knee. You understand what I mean when I say that? All right? Knee to body. Exaggerate. Shake. time, we're gonna do the same thing we did the first time. All right, so we go back. If you notice the pattern, everything is done in threes, all right? So now, that right leg, if you were doing the left, all right? Opposite arm, left hand, pushing the body forward. Same arm, same leg, that's bent in. Extend that arm in front of you. Put that hand on the forehead. Follow the elbow in front of you. Then go to the same side that the arm is up. Breathing in, coming up, looking up. Looking up. One more breath here. Following the elbow, coming back down. Bring it in the center. Bring it up. Remember, you're exhaling with the movement. Exhale, look up. Light shake. Let it out. Very good. Lift. Knee to body. Shake. How many more times? Two more. Shake. One more. Shake. Very good, very good. All right, before I have you hold some water in your mouth, let's try this again. Okay. Bring it in. Very good. See how it's colliding now? All right. Now, hold some water in your mouth. I want you to hold the water in your mouth and just walk around. Take a lap around as you're holding the water. And then in between, just kind of do some lifts. Swallow. All right, take note of how you're feeling. Slow it down, slow down your movement, just so that you can feel where you feel. What do you feel? A little tired. I will admit this does increase circulation. It does help with strengthening the heart. All right, it strengthens. Oftentimes we don't breathe enough, so when we start breathing, it seems a little exhausting. But in truth, it's just preparing our body for opening. All right, for expanding. All right.
That you can also working on your that works on your lymphatic system to get
Exactly. Now, remember, the idea of balance, all right, is not just physical and energetic. When our body is in an interior balance, our system starts to function as it's supposed to, all right? Which means it's taking the time to allow the lymph. When we take deep breaths in, because our lymphatic, which you just mentioned, it doesn't have a pump of its own. It requires us to breathe so that it can leach out all the toxins that are within our body, all right? So by intentfully breathing, we're allowing ourselves to clear away and have our system remove the buildup that gets stored in our lymph, because the system is functioning so that as our breath expands and contracts, that expansion and contraction becomes the catalyst for our lymphatic system to start purging and releasing and pulling. Okay? So you can do this next one sitting if you need to. Just so you know. So before we move to the next spot, tell me, what do you notice?
That I want to stretch more.
Yeah.
The stretching book.
Okay. What do you notice?
Kind of awareness of where my body's at.
Right, where you are. All right. A little less tension in the knee. Okay.
Yeah, I feel like my calves, my thighs and my calves, you know.
Yeah.
I feel like a release, like a tingling where something is
Right.
actually coming out.
So you feel the circulation happening and a calming. They're not as tight, right?
And that's like,
Okay.
Yeah, all over vibration.
All over vibration. You feel grounded? All right, when you were moving, did you feel more balanced while you were moving around? Okay,
Definitely different.
different, back feels a lot better, right?
I'm happy to
You
be
didn't get
here.
to-
It took a while.
A little tired? Okay.
Forgot about that.
Now, that's just the first step, all right? We're gonna, the idea of an anterior balance is really our hips and our clavicles. That's it, all right? When I work with someone, I do it standing and lying down, different things to help the body. Because oftentimes this ilium gets stuck from our QL and our iliopsoas muscles tightening, especially when we've had fear-based moments. All right, it causes constriction in here. So by doing that little exercise that I just showed you, it helps to release that while standing, while moving around. However, when it's not fixed with the lying down posture or horizontal posture, those muscles can override the balance. All right, because you've ever heard, have you ever heard that what your body knows the most is when it goes back? If you've heard of muscle memory,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And our bodies hold everything, all right? And because it has a memory, by giving it a tool to bring it back into balance, eventually, all you'll have to do is press a point and shake and exhale. And your body, oh, you want me to go back into this balance, all right? Initially, we go through the exhaustive movement, all right, to allow our bodies to come back into that balance. Now, I want you to stand, toes forward, bend your knees, but don't let your knees pass your toes, all right? Tuck your pelvis forward, all right? And then I want you to kind of, same thing we did with our hips, we're doing with our clavicles. You're just sliding on top of the clavicle. You'll see some of them on the top, not in front. Some of them will overlap in one way or another. All right? Now, a quick, easy way to bring our clavicle back into alignment, and for people that have had surgery from a broken clavicle, stuff along this line, this even helps them. Okay? So, first thing we're going to do, stand. As I said, knees bent, pelvis forward. You're going to lift your shoulders up. Exhale, back and down. And then shake. All right? Now, in this, I want you to keep your head up. Okay? So we'll do that again. What's the magic number?
38.
All right, breathing in, lift up. Exhale, back and down. Shake. One more time. Breathe in. Exhale, back and down. Okay? Now I want you to take your hands, place them at the back of your head. Okay? And I want you to make sure you're bent, pelvis forward, and that you're looking up. Okay? Now all I want you to do is go look up and go in alternation. Just real soft, both sides. Try to let the body go, keep looking up. Let the body go. Keep your focus up, knees bent. Back center, drop your arms. All right, and then this, come up, 2, 3, shake. Like that shake, huh? All right, now with this, we do it again. Look up. All right, now if you started going to the right, start this time with the left. Okay, going up, looking, make sure your knees are bent. Looking up and keep the knees bent. Just your elbows. One more time. Hold, drop the arms, slowly keep looking up. Shake the body, kind of let the body go. Shake it, shake it, shake it. Okay? Now, take your arms up. Drop your shoulders, alternating to the knee. Shake. Again. Shake. Drop your arms. One more time. Shake. Okay? How many more do we have?
3.
One more. All right. Remember, position, bent knees, pelvis forward, arms out, relax the shoulders, look up, alternate. Looking up. 2 more times, looking up. 1 more. And drop it down. Shake it out. All right, you can check this out. All right, most times, 9 out of 10, you'll find you're hitting. Hold some water in your mouth. Now, when you hold, I'm just giving directions, keep hold. When you're holding the water, I want you to kind of shake, take your shoulders back and down, shake, and just move around a little. Swallow, your head up. Move around a little. Your head up. Okay. All right. Lunch.
Oh, she missed it.
All right. What do you notice? What are you aware of? What do you notice?
I feel a little lighter.
A lot lighter, all right. What do you notice? Lighter?
That is, his chest and center feels much lighter. Not so-
More open, not as constricted. Okay.
Ready to float away.
Feel like you're floating. All right.
My shoulders are killing.
Roll them back, shake them out, put some water in your mouth.
Energy but relaxed.
All right. Okay.
I was surprised how many pops my collarbone did the first time.
That's what I was hearing.
I don't know.
Did you hear it?
Breathing feels better. All right. So breathing feels better, feeling lighter.
Wow.
Do you feel more open here? Like you can take a deeper breath.
Yes.
Do you feel more grounded? Like, you know, I'm in my body.
Yes, for sure.
All right. Did that tension that you were feeling in your chest, in your shoulders, in your neck, and in your leg, did it subside a bit?
Yes.
Yes. All right. All right. So this is the idea in terms of personal care. All right. Now, of course, you come, you get a session where it involves balancing the body and integrating the body. This, you can multiply this sensation by how much? By 20, all right? The idea is giving yourself the opportunity to stay in balanced flow, all right? Because most of us, we're just wading through and getting through the pain. We're not doing it. Sometimes it's because of finances. You're like, I can't afford to go see someone, which is ideal. You want to go see someone to help. But if you can't, know your body, get into the proper positioning, allow for breath, movement, hydration to allow your body to come back into balance. So if you're out of balance, what's the first thing you think you're going to do from what you've gathered today so far?
Trip.
Sorry. First thing you're going to do is breathe. Take a deep breath. Even when you stump your toe, do you notice that even when you stump your toe, what's the first thing you do? You go, right? Breath is so important. We neglect it because it's automatic, but because it's automatic does not mean we should neglect it. All right? If we go into our breath immediately, it staves off swelling oftentimes, more times than not. When we start swelling from an impact or strain or something like that, is because we start guarding. And that guarding, the natural system's function is to go there to try to calm it, but because we're guarding, what happens when we're guarding?
Everything tenses.
Everything tenses. I call that we resist nourishment. All right? When we're in tension. Okay? So by breathing, going, if it's an angle, moving, you notice I kind of shake it out. Same thing, shoulder. All right? You know, basically, one of the things I do is like I reach out, thumbs, turn them back, and then exhale, bring my elbows down. You notice this realignment right here? Okay? And shake with an exhale. All right?
Question. What's the special thing about this? I like it.
I'm glad that you asked. The special thing about the shaking is helping your body to hold on and release the tension of the newness of the positioning. All right? It allows your body to calm and say, oh, I can relax here. All right? Because, as I said, most of us are living in compensation. All right? We're moving forward, we're getting up quickly and moving forward real fast. And the older we get into this kyphotic nature, and we then see people, this is all they see.
Right.
All right? The idea is setting yourself into the position. Initially, it's going to feel forced. Exhaling with a shake allows the muscles to calm. It gives the reassurance. It allows the body to say, oh, okay, I can be here. And it's good. I can keep my head up. A lot of our nature as we get older is to keep looking down, to trust our stabilization through sight. That messes us up more than anything. Because it throws us out of where we're supposed to be. So by setting ourselves up, shaking, by rebalancing our shoulders, it allows us to be upright. It also allows us to feel, okay, where am I feeling tension? Ooh, let me shake that out. Okay, back isn't squeezing the whole, one butt cheek isn't real tight. Oh, my knee isn't holding on. Oh, my calf, okay, I shook it out. Let it go. All right? Now, oftentimes if we breathe, how many times?
3.
If we breathe 3 times, 3 intentful exhales, and I often have you exhale with a release. All right? You can sit down. Allow pass.
Do I have to?
You don't have
I
to.
said,
There's seating back there also if you want.
You want a chair?
When,
I sit all day. I really love standing.
Hi, sweetie.
this experience in balancing and finding balance and seeing balance and feeling balance, all right? It is just simply putting into awareness the action, breath, positioning, movement, and the hydration that allows for the nourishment of the body, all right? The reason we shake, as I said, is to allow the body to adaptively hold on to the changes that you make, because you're naturally going to fight with your muscle memory to come back to that state of defensive functioning, okay? Now, the idea is by allowing your breath to lead, meaning, and I want you guys to do this real quick, all right? We're going to try a couple breath sounds, all right? Just so you can see what your breath does to your body, okay? So I want you to squeeze as tight as you can. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. And I want you to go. Again. One more. What do you notice? Getting tighter and tighter, right? You notice that?
It's interesting.
All right, let's go. Getting tighter and tighter also, right? It's almost exhausting, isn't it? Now let's try a, okay? You notice you can't hold tight? You can't keep tight. All right? It automatically softens, it automatically releases. Okay? So the idea of utilizing the sound to release allows us to help with the nourishing of our circulation. All right? It allows our body to calm enough so that wherever it needs that nourishment, that it gets it first through our interstitial layers. This is why we hold the alkaline water in our mouth. Now, my preference is that you get alkaline 9.5 or higher, simply because we're walking around in a highly acidic environment, in a highly acidic body, because of what we consume more times than not. And as I always say, we work from where we are, not from where we want to be. All right? And so if we're working from where we are, it's understanding by intentfully breathing, we're intentionally creating better circulation or more circulation. All right? And then by holding alkaline 9.5 or higher, preferably, it allows for our salivatory glands to activate and our interstitial layers. Do you understand what I mean when I say our interstitial layers? All right. All of us are stitched together. We're just a bunch of cells. All right? And that lining in between those cells, those muscles, those tendons, those ligaments, everything is our interstitial layer. All right? It's the nexus of our system. All right? And so when we hold, all right, just as in Pavlov's law, where they ring a bell and you start to salivate, we're training our bodies to hold before we swallow so that it slows down our system's consumption, gets our system to orient. All right? So when we're holding, it tells our stomach is like, hey, we got something coming down. All right? It's holding it up there, it's getting us, let me warm up about 100 degrees so I can take on whatever is coming. It tells the small intestines, the spleen, hey, you're going to have to transform this where it needs to go so that we can release what needs to be released and move. And the spleen tells the small intestine, hey, you're going to have to separate what's good and bad for the body. All right? Now, this also works in our conscious thinking of positive and negatives. This also works for what we're consuming in terms of information, etc. All right? All these layers, they work. And then our small intestine tells our large intestine, all right, you can eliminate our bladder. Okay, you can eliminate that. We don't need these two things. You see what I'm saying? Now, with this process that I'm sharing with you guys, 3 things you're going to notice. One, you're going to notice if you're holding the water, especially alkaline 9.5 or higher, 3 times per hour is your goal. All right? You'll notice you're not going to be running to the bathroom every time you sip water. Do you notice that every time you drink normally, you're like, shit, I gotta go pee again? All right? So you end up going to the bathroom 12 or more times. This cuts that in half. All right? By just simply holding for about 30, 40 seconds before swallowing. Because it takes about 30 seconds for your salivatory glands to activate. Okay? And it cuts your pee time in half, which is so good and amazing. All right? 2, it helps to remove, when we're using high alkaline, it helps to remove the buildup that blocks, these beta blockers that block the villi from absorbing our nutrients. All right? And 3, when we eat, especially if we chew well, all right? Which means chew your food before you swallow, right? It helps for improving our absorption of whatever it is we consume. Not just the water, but whatever it is we consume. And bonus 4 is slowly over time shifts our pH from being highly acidic to highly alkaline. All right, it's a way of balancing that. Now, caution: do not gulp alkaline water. You know how we get real thirsty on a hot day, especially here in the islands? We're like, ooh, nice cold bottle, and just go. Do that with your other waters. With alkaline water, don't gulp it. All right? Because in the same way that it helps to diffuse pain and remove that tension and acidic buildup, our stomach is mostly composed of what? Acid to break down whatever we consume. So when we gulp alkaline water, all right, and this is where alkalosis comes in, all right, it can diffuse the stomach acids and slow down our ability to break down certain foods and stuff, and then you start seeing your consumption in your release. All right? So the idea that caution is very important because this is utilizing the water as medicine for the body rather than just simply drowning yourself in it. You can drown yourself with whatever regular water you want. However, you still won't be getting hydrated. This is a way of forcing hydration to those joints, to those muscles, to those tension areas, all right, to allow you to let go and release. Yes.
Interesting point. With gulping out the water and diluting the enzymes in the stomach. This thing about an acid reflux that they name as acid reflux is really not enough acids to break down the foods. And they give you an acid pill when in fact, because you're eating and drinking, we're actually diluting the digestive enzymes. So the food starts to break down as far as petrifying or rotting. Mm-hmm. So it starts to give a burn back. And the mainstream medical class it as acid reflux. You have too much acid in your body when it's actually the reverse.
Well, to us in Chinese medicine, it's a spleen imbalance. Mm-hmm. All right? And so we have to balance the spleen's ability to transform and transport what our body. So in the same aspect, it's a pancreatic issue. St. Thomas food center or Passion Perry or any of those. What's that other one? The Save.
Cosimo?
Cosimo. Yeah, Cosimo. All right, stuff like that. You know, they have Keegan machines that will alkalize your water, which is exceptionally good. Get one of those. If you don't, let's just say, hey, you can't buy alkaline water. Just a small pinch of baking soda will alkalize your water. All right? Yeah. And if you have that issue, you know, definitely, you know, if you do the pinch of baking soda, it's not something you want to do every day. It's something you want to do maybe every 2 to 3 days. Okay? Simply because we don't want to weaken our tendons. Alright? That's the adverse effect of adding your own baking soda to the water. Alright? If there's too much baking soda and you're consuming too much, yes, the body will feel a lot better initially, and especially when you're in a lot of pain, it's a good way to kind of diffuse that body pain. However, inconsistency will weaken your dissolve and weaken your tendons, and we don't want that. All right. You can also lemon and cucumber in your water. Helps with alkalining. Matsumoto has shared how intention, we can place our intention on the water. My habit is to, I call it blessing your water, or whatever you're consuming, to work for your best and highest self, i.e. dissolving acidity and making it, and I say the words, alkaline, 9.5 or higher. All right? Infusing your water with that intention also temporarily alkalizes it for you. Whatever you speak to your water becomes what you consume. All right? It's a big practice. It's one that we ignore because we forget that our power is not just our belief, but it's our intention, our will, and our expression. All right? And so how we express makes a big difference in how what we consume works for us. All right? And that's just personal.
How about alkaline is rainwater?
Say that again?
How about rainwater?
Well, rainwater, unfortunately, is going through the atmosphere. If we have a polluted atmosphere, it can need a little filtration. You know? And
But studies show that
what
in
was
this
that
region,
water?
it doesn't have those pollutants.
Say?
Oh, you mean the system or the water?
No, not the system. The water. Namio was showing me earlier. Aquapana is a really clean water. All right, and it's alkalized at an 8.0. I rather you get 9.0 or higher, or speak that intention to your water to raise the vibration of the water, sit it on amethyst crystal, or put a crystal in your water. These different ways of alkalizing. All right.
Dr. J,
Yes.
there's studies that they had recently released, I think of almost 2 years ago. The air in our region, right, in these regions, now especially that the Provenza has been shut down, our air is one of the cleanest airs.
Yeah,
That
we're
was-
surrounded by the
Yeah.
ocean.
So the rainwater really is not contaminated like in other regions.
Yeah, and I came from San Diego.
Yeah, that's
You
totally.
know,
Yeah.
our water is thick. But yeah, and to your point, that's the beauty of living in the islands. The way to take advantage of the environment is getting close to water, taking deep breaths. All right, that allows you to cleanse, clear, release, relate, release, so that you can flush out act by activating. Because as I said earlier, when we take deep breaths, this activates our lymphatic system. All right. When I shower in the morning, as I'm showering and I'm cleansing, I'm taking deep breaths, I'm moving in the directions that allow for my lymph to flow, to move. And that's just while I'm showering, just to help. And the same way, I'm breathing through that movement to allow for release. I'm breathing through to allow for that circulation, all right? In different points in time, I might take that water, and within my intention, I'm inhaling the water and rinsing my mouth, clearing everything, so that I'm consciously clearing all of my body, all right? And I just think that with awareness, we're able to create a bigger shift within our bodies, our personal health, and how we function and act throughout the day. All right? Before we close out, I want to do a meditation with you guys. Because you noticed when you first came in and I asked how you felt, right? Did you notice the shifts that happened from that to now? Big difference, right? Okay? And so, and that, I haven't even put my hands on. All right? Namanya ain't put her hands on you yet. All right? So we would take that to the 10th level. The idea is with personal awareness and function throughout the day, employing our breath positioning ourselves to allow for release and balance, all right? Moving with our breath, all right? And hydrating to encode, to allow for acceptance and for release, and to aid in our nourishment of our body, holding that water in our mouth, allowing that forced hydration by exhaling with what sound? Sound. You felt that release, and that's the importance of choosing the sound. So it's not just breathing. The breath sounds allow for different things. And in another presentation I'll share totally on breath, how you can use your breath to target healing within organs and points on the body. All right? We're not doing that today, but I gave you an idea of how powerful just utilizing the breath can be. Would you say I did that? Did I accomplish that task?
Yes.
Yes.
Did I accomplish the task and help you to feel a little more grounded, a little more balanced?
Yes.
Did I accomplish the task in giving you a tool or two or few, all right, that you can turn to when you feel imbalance, whatever kind it may be?
Yes.
Yes. Okay? So, on that, I want to express this. I like Virgin Islands meditation. All right, so we're going to turn that up a little bit.
Turn it up.
Yeah, just a little.
You want the lights down?
Yeah. Alright, now I just want you to sit, make sure you're comfortable, alright? Ideal is sitting, making sure both butt cheeks or both feet are grounded, whichever way feels most comfortable for you. Make sure you take the shoulders back and down, shake it out, allow yourself to be erect, alright? Allow your head, your chin, your eyes, everything to just kind of lightly relax, alright? Now I want you to take a slow breath in through your nose. And then exhale slowly and nicely. Now again, breathing in. And then letting go. Allow your shoulders to soften. Relax your jaw. Feel the weight of your body supported beneath you. Notice your feet. Notice the space your body occupies. Notice that in this movement, you are here. Not in yesterday, not in tomorrow, but here, right now. Breathing, existing, aware. Now gently bring your attention inward, without judgment, just simply observe. What does your body feel like now? What areas feel open? What areas feel guarded? Exhale, shake lightly. What areas feel tight? Or areas that are asking for more attention? No need to fix anything, just listen to your body. Your body always speaks quietly before it speaks loudly. Take another slow, deep breath in. And as you exhale, allow yourself to release unnecessary tension. Not forcing, not pushing, just softly. Imagine your breath moving through the body, creating space as you inhale, creating ease as you exhale, creating coordination, allowing your spine to lengthen myself with compassion. Take another slow breath. Feel the gratitude of the body. Not because it's perfect, but because it continues to carry you. It continues to adapt. It continues to communicate. It continues to try. Just breathing in and exhale. As you continue forward from this experience, may you move with greater awareness, greater alignment, and greater compassion towards yourself. Taking a final deep breath. Exhaling slowly. Breathing in. Exhale. This last breath, hold it as long as you can without forcing it, just breathing in. Just sit in that gentle awareness. Slowly allow release. Gentle, bring your awareness back to the room. Thank yourself for being present today. I'm just going to read this real quick. Before we close, I just want to say thank you for sharing this space with me today. Everything I shared here comes from years of study, practice, observational, personal experience, and working with individuals seeking greater balance within their bodies, minds, emotions, and daily lives. For those who feel called to continue exploring this work more deeply, I've created several resources designed to support that journey in practical and accessible ways. As you know, I'm the author of many books, and my books expand on many of the principles we discussed today: embodiment, breathwork, awareness, movement, emotional regulation, spiritual growth, and coordinated living. They're written not just for them to be read, but for them to be experienced and practiced. I also offer classes, workshops, guided practices, and embodiment sessions through my Meditation Counseling Center and hopefully here at Center for Center for Sacred Dialogue. Yes. All right. Where we explore how the body, breath, posture, movement, and awareness work together to support healing, clarity, and alignment. Some experiences are educational, some are experiential, and some are restorative, but all are centered around helping people to reconnect with themselves in a grounded and practical way. So whether you're looking to reduce stress, improve body awareness, deepen meditation, cultivate emotional balance, or simply learn how to live with greater intention and coherence, there are different ways to continue this journey. You're welcome to speak with me after, ask questions, explore the books, which unfortunately I wasn't able to bring in today, but they're all online, and I'll have a book signing at the library on the 20th of June, where I'll have some of my books offered there as well. All right, thanks again for your presence, your openness, and your willingness to slow down long enough reconnect with yourself, to feel you, and move forward in the direction of you, your will.